guys, and welcome to my 2024 Christmas Clean and Decorate Marathon. Over the last couple of weeks, I have shared my whole house Christmas decorating in 3 parts. So today's video, I have combined all 3 of those videos into one. It's pretty long, it's over an hour, so if you've got some decorating to do today, pop me up on the TV and let's get it done together. I love how my house came out for Christmas this year. I did the gingerbread theme and I just love everything so much. We've got decorating, cleaning, recipes. So much is packed into this marathon, so make yourself some coffee, some hot chocolate. Hope y'all enjoy today's video. Getting started here by doing a little bit of picking up. I also have not taken down my fall decorations yet, so I'll be doing that today as I replace them with my Christmas decor. I'm gonna go ahead and take my old couch apart and move that out because we just got a new one that I'm gonna be putting together today. I bought the old couch last year when we moved into the house, and it's definitely served its purpose. It's been a great couch, but I'll admit it's not been the easiest to keep clean with my pets and my kids. And I think that the new one is going to be a lot easier to maintain. Before we put the new couch together, I do want to clean this rug. So I had started by giving it a really good vacuum just to get up all the dust and dirt. And you can see the dogs were all very curious as to what I was doing. But right now I'm having a love-hate relationship with this rug, and let me explain why. So y'all know that one of my dogs is a senior. She will be 15 this Christmas. Her bladder is not the best, and she's decided she likes this rug all of a sudden. For the longest time, she stayed off of it. She liked the other rugs, but she would stay off this one. But now that she's having accidents on it, I feel like it's so hard to keep it clean. It is a washable rug, but it's too big for my washer. So normally I just take it outside to clean it with the water hose, but that's kind of a hassle with how frequent her accidents happen. I also love this rug and I don't want to get rid of it, so I decided it would be worth it to get a new carpet shampooer. I had one before and I got rid of it. Number one, because it was old. It really didn't work that great. And at the time, I didn't see much of a need anymore because most of the floors in my house are hard floor, with the exception of my rugs, which are mostly washable, except this one, and that's because it's too large for my machine. So in order for me to maintain my rug the way that I want and to keep my house smelling good, I got the Shark Carpet Expert. Didn't want to have to buy another one of these for a while, so I wanted to get a good one, and all of the reviews were great, so that's what I went with, and it did a phenomenal job at cleaning my rug. It smelled so good in here. The rug looked all clean and fresh. There was no dog pee odor. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Over in this corner is where the Christmas tree is going to go, so I'm going to go ahead and get that up. I'm going to take the chair and the lamp out. Last year I had the tree in the opposite corner, but now that I have the cabinet over there, this was the only other place. But I like the idea of having the tree by the window. And if y'all remember in my Christmas haul that I recently shared, I said that I had plenty of Christmas tree balls. Yeah, no, I don't have the first one. I had ripped my closet apart, swearing I had some. I finally decided to go back and look at last year's video, and I didn't have any. I didn't have really any ornaments. And I remember now not having any, but I think I was getting confused with my house and my mom's house. So I need to get some Christmas balls still, but it worked out because we have plenty of other ornaments to hang on the tree. Corey ended up getting some of his stuff out, and I just let him and the kids take over this one. They had a blast, so I let them decorate the tree off camera, but I will show y'all the end result. I had plenty of other things to decorate while they did the tree, and that way they were included in the process as well. My kids love decorating the tree. It's their favorite, and I'm not going to move a single ornament. The tree will stay exactly how they decorate it, but the tree that's going in my bedroom will kind of be mine to decorate as I please, so I still will get the pleasure and fun of decorating a tree, but the living room tree is all theirs, and they really also enjoyed spending time with their dad doing that as well. My Christmas haul that I shared last week, I had shared my theme for this year is going to be gingerbread, which I'm glad that I decided on that, because when I got my totes out, I realized that I already had some gingerbread stuff to go with it, so it was perfect. So I can just kind of add on stuff that I already have as well. Let me know what theme you guys are doing this year, or maybe you're not really doing any particular theme. Maybe you're just doing what makes your heart happy, and that's great too. But I'm really feeling those bright pops of red this year, going with more traditional colors. I've done a champagne and kind of white theme before. Some of you may remember that one at my mom's. I've done the country rustic little red truck theme, and that one was fun. But this year I decided to do more of a candy and gingerbread theme with the traditional greens and reds, if that makes any sense. So I'm kind of undecorating and cleaning as I go today, switching out the fall decor with my Christmas decor. And I had put this Merry Christmas sign on my fireplace mantle last year, but I think I'm going to put it here in my living room this year, since I now have this ledge above my TV. And then on either side of that, I've got these little wire brush trees that I believe are from Hobby Lobby. Then the Merry Christmas sign, I believe that is also from Hobby Lobby as well. I actually have this little manger set someone gave me that I wanted to set out this year. It is missing a piece that's broken, but I do have the pieces to fix it. So I just need to fix that, and I believe the set is complete. But I just love having this front and center of my living room with all of my Christmas decorations. It's a sweet reminder of what the season is really about. While the kids are decorating the tree, I'm going to come over to this cabinet and change out the decor that I have up here. I'm going to take the fall stuff down, give it all a quick dust. By the way, this gingerbread Mrs. Myers smells just like gingerbread. It smells so good. I found mine on Amazon, so I will link it down below for y'all. But I found this little light up gingerbread house at TJ Maxx recently, so I'm gonna set that next to my lamp, and then over next to the tray I'm gonna set the kids' Santa picture from last year along with our Christmas countdown truck that we've had forever. I think I saw that in Hobby Lobby the other day. I could be wrong, but I feel like I saw it somewhere. We've had it for years, so it's really hard to remember exactly where I came from, but I want to say Hobby Lobby.
See the candles come as the year gone by. All thrive for perfection now, and consumption so high. I know it's cold outside, but give me your hand so I can show what love is. Dear Christmas, I want you so, but I don't need the presents, just wishing for snow and some company by news that I hold close. So Christmas, no need to be perfect, just don't wanna be here alone. It's not always joy.
This checker blanket is so soft. I cannot wait to cuddle up with that on our new couch and watch Christmas movies. Also found that at Hobby Lobby this year. But moving onto my coffee table, I wanted to freshen it up with something a little different. For the fall, I had the square basket with the florals in a vase, and then I had my candle. But I think I'm going to switch that up with this dough bowl that I had on my entryway table. I'm going to use that, and then I've got 2 LED candles, and I also had some old Christmas tree picks. It's like holly berries and pine cones. I'm going to use that as a filler around the candles. Love when I can find new uses for some of my old stuff and reuse things that I already have. I did buy some new stuff this year just because I don't have a lot of decor to fill the space, but I do like being able to use what I already have as well.
Drive alone in December rain, they play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday, counting days until you're here. I've been waiting this whole year. Dear Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night, I know you may suffer light, but together we're alright. snow starts falling, I pick all the presents up for you. Decorate the fireplace for two. I keep waiting all night, all night. Wish upon a starlight, starlight. I sleep under the mistletoe. Wake me up with a kiss on my nose. It feels so magical, yeah, look where we were small. Someone's been here and there. The spark is from home. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night. I know you may suffer like, but together we're alright. You know we're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the sleigh bells come, I hit the road, baby.
Let's take a little break from decorating. We don't have much left, but I wanted to go ahead and make the appetizer dish that I wanted to share with y'all. So this was actually our first time having it as well. I had saw it on Facebook and saved it, so I will type it out in the description box so y'all can save it if you want to make it. But all you will need is 8 ounces of cream cheese, ideally the block, but all I had was spreadable, and the spreadable did just fine, but the recipe does call for the block. And you'll need 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, shredded, garlic powder, minced onion, and salt. And we're just going to mix all of that together, spread it down into a baking dish, pop it in the oven on 350 for 15 minutes, and then when we come back, we're going to top it with some red pepper jelly. While we have that in the oven, let's work on the entryway table. I'm not going to do a whole lot. I do want to switch out my fall sign with the little ladder that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I want to add a pop of red over on my blanket ladder. The entryway table itself, I'm keeping really clean and bare. Number one, there's not much clearance between that and the couch, so I don't want to risk walking by and something getting knocked over. I just want to keep it very clean and minimal. I may get something to go in the vase, but like I said, there's not much room between the couch and the table, so I may do more of an L shape with the couch later. But for now, I'm really liking the couch the way it is. Really like that setup, but I don't want to part with my entryway table either. So I don't know. I've decided to leave it like this for now and just see how it works out.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside, 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 outside. It's cold outside, outside, outside. Cold outside.
Used a riser and a wreath under my diffuser, and that added a little Christmas vibe to my diffuser that I have on my entryway table. Then next to that, I just put my little gingerbread wax warmer, and that was pretty much it for my entryway table.
Beneath the mistletoe, it's cold outside, outside, outside.
into the kitchen. Let's finish up this appetizer. So once the cheese dip is out of the oven, you'll want to take a 10-ounce jar of pepper jelly. You'll want to microwave it for 30 seconds at a time. You'll stir it, and then you will microwave again. I think I did it twice, just until it's kind of thinned out. That way it'll be spreadable, and this will go on top of the cheese, and then you can use Ritz crackers for dipping or whatever your favorite cracker is. But this is a little spicy, heads up. I think you can get pepper jelly that's not spicy if you prefer no spice, but we love this dip. I think it's a really fun appetizer. This will be pretty baked up in a little Christmas or a Thanksgiving dish, especially the red pepper jelly because it's got the green and the red in there. But that will do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed my Christmas clean and decorate part 1. I'll be doing my kitchen and my dining room next, so stay tuned for that. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 2 of my Christmas clean and decorate series, where I am decorating my entire house in 3 parts. Today's video will be in my kitchen and my dining room. We'll be getting those rooms decorated for Christmas. If you missed part 1, I will link it in the description box. I had shared my living room in that video. We got the tree up. We also got a new couch put together and just got the living room cozied up for Christmas. And I'm starting out this video back in the living room because I had decided on a whim, actually earlier today, that I wanted to rearrange my living room. I just thought it would be fun to include it in this video. If y'all remember, in part 1 I had talked about how the new couch is really close to my entryway table, and I really love my entryway table setup. I love it being on that wall, having that mirror over it, but there's just barely any walk-in space between that and the new couch. So earlier today I had one of those light bulb moments go off in my head, and I decided to turn my couch lengthwise with the length of the room. This is like a rectangle shaped room, so I was thinking to turn everything and have it to where the couch floats in front of the windows. I didn't want to put it all the way up against the wall. That way it'll be centered with the windows, and then I can put the TV there as well. That way everything is symmetrical. And honestly, I wasn't sure if this was going to work out, but my thinking was, if it doesn't work, I'll just put it back. But I really wanted to see it set up first, like actually see it, to really know if I was going to like it or not. The only concern that I really truly had was putting the TV in front of the windows. That's the only place it can go with this setup. And I was worried about the lighting from the windows maybe overpowering the TV during the day, but it actually worked out, spoiler alert. My tree was able to stay, as well as the green cabinet. Not gonna lie, I was worried if I was gonna like this, but I'm actually obsessed with this new setup. It did close my living room in, but it feels so much cozier being a little more tight knit. And we also have plenty of room to come in and out of the front door without the back of the couch being right there as soon as you walk in. And it opened up my entryway table area, which was the ultimate goal. There's plenty of walk-in space there, actually more than I had with the other couch, so I love that. Also, my ledge shelf, I was kind of worried about that because when I hung that was intentionally hung in place to fill the space above the TV, so I thought maybe now that the TV had been moved, it would just look out of place. But I think it actually works. You'll have to let me know what you think down below. But I'm thinking we're going to be hanging the stockings there this year. I think that'll be perfect. That way they're hanging right next to the Christmas tree. But let me know what you guys think about this new setup. As of right now, I'm really, really liking it. Before I get started decorating my kitchen, I do want to clean it really good. I need to take down all of the fall decor, just clean and dust the counters, give myself a clean slate to decorate. I'm also going ahead and clearing the dishes from the sink, and you may notice that I also have my crock pot going on the counter. I've got some chicken cooking, and I'll be using some of that tonight in a recipe for our dinner, and then the rest will go into my freezer for later. That has really been saving me a lot lately, just having some chicken that's already cooked and shredded. Sometimes we get home late and I don't have as much time to spend on dinner, and there are so many things you can do with shredded chicken. It can go into casseroles, chicken and dumplings, chicken tacos, quesadillas. So I'll just cook up a bunch of that at one time in the crock pot. Usually I'll cook a whole pack of chicken, and then I'll shred it with my hand mixer, and then I'll toss it into the freezer for later. You could go ahead and split it into quart bags. That way you have it portioned out already. And I don't do any seasonings or anything. I can always add my seasonings when I use it. But that's definitely been a mom hack of mine lately that has saved me so much time. You can also do the same with ground beef, which I need to do as well. I just need to have a big meal prep day where I get stuff done like that. Let me know if that's something y'all would be interested in seeing. Just a day where I fill my freezer with meals. That's not only something that I need to do, but that would also be something fun to share, I feel like. So let me know if that's something y'all would want to see. So right now I'm going around taking down all of my fall decor, wiping things down so that when I do go to decorate, I can just decorate. If you missed part 1, my theme this year is gingerbread, and honestly, I can't think of a better theme for my cottagecore vibe that I'm going for in my home. It just fits so well with that. I'm loving all of the bright pops of red, and I just cannot wait for y'all to see how my kitchen and my dining room turns out. I'm honestly excited for y'all to see my whole house. I feel like this is the most that I have ever decorated for Christmas ever. Last year I didn't really get to decorate as much as I would have liked to, just because we had just moved back into the house. We had a lot going on with renovations and getting moved in, and so I didn't really decorate as much as I would have liked to, but this year I definitely stepped it up a lot, and I just love how my house came out. So I'll be sharing part 3 coming up very soon. We'll be getting in the bedrooms and the kids' bathroom. I got a really cute gingerbread curtain to go in there. We'll be getting their Christmas bedding on. We'll be in my bedroom putting up a Christmas tree, getting my Christmas bedding on as well. So yeah, I'm just really excited to share all of that. So here on this mug tree, I keep my seasonal mugs out on display. So right now I've got all of my fall ones out. So I'm going to put those away in the cabinet and then go ahead and get all of my Christmas ones out. The kids also have some really cute mugs that my sister made for them one year. They have their names on them and they like to drink hot cocoa out of those. So I wanted to hang those on the mug tree. This is why I wanted to take everything off the counters today and really do a good deep clean. My kids like to sit here when they have their snacks. So I have found an empty wrapper stuck behind my little countertop ladder. My coffee machine is crusty as well. So I'm going to take the parts over to the sink, clean those. that stuff that you see in my laundry room that's sitting on top of my freezer is birthday party stuff. We are getting ready to have my daughter's 5th birthday party this weekend, so I had everything shoved in my laundry room until party day. Her actual birthday is November 29th, but I'm going ahead a little bit early, have her party. That way we can get the party out of the way before Thanksgiving, because I feel like once Thanksgiving hits, it's like boom, boom, boom until Christmas, and there's just hardly any time to breathe. So I'm doing her party a little bit early, but I am planning to share some party prep motivation. I'll do like a get it all done. We're gonna do some cleaning and decorating for the party. I'll have a pretty big grocery haul. I'm gonna make some cake pops again this year, which hopefully they turn out better than last year. I kind of know my mistakes now, so I expect that those will be better this time around. But her theme this year is Frozen. She is obsessed with Elsa and Anna, and I also got a bounce house, which she does not know about yet, so I'm really excited to surprise her with that. So when I was trying to decorate this little peg shelf, I initially tried leaving the oval frames above, but they're kind of more for spring and summer, and it just wasn't jiving with my Christmas decor, so I took those down, and I loved everything so much more. And when I was browsing Hobby Lobby for some Christmas greenery to put in this basket, I wasn't really seeing anything that I loved. I looked forever and nothing was really standing out as to like what I was exactly looking for. And I saw these little trees. They were $2 each. And so I just got a couple of those, and that's what I'm going to use to stick down in the basket. And I like that they're also trees, so I can always use them in a different area of my home later in the future years. The hot cocoa picture and the sign is from Hobby Lobby. The Noel sign is from the Dollar General, I believe. I think I got that last year. But coming over to my stove, I like to put a few decorations over here, but not too much because I don't like to crowd the space. But you'll see me add this little gingerbread bakery sign, and I initially had put my little Mrs. Claus over here as well, but I felt like it was a bit much having her over here, so I do move her later. And I also added a gingerbread spatula to my wooden spoons. I believe everything that I put over here is from Hobby Lobby. The gingerbread bakery sign may actually be from the Dollar General, and I could be wrong. The Mrs. Claus could be from TJ Maxx. It's hard to keep up in my brain where everything comes from, but 90% of my home decor, if y'all have not picked up on yet, comes from either Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx. And I also like to get things from Dollar General as well. If you have not shopped Dollar General home decor, you are missing out. I think they have really stepped up their game in the last 5 years or so. Every time I go in there, I find something that I love. And over to my shelves, I love my open shelves in the kitchen. They are functional, but I can also decorate them. So to my canisters, I'm just tying some red ribbon around the tops, but I'm making sure to put it under the lid so that way it doesn't get in the way of the lid. Ribbon is always a fun, inexpensive way to add a Christmas touch. My Mrs. Claus, I ended up putting her on the top shelf next to my little gingerbread cutting board. I think it looks so much better there. The cutting board is from Hobby Lobby, and I think it just goes so perfect in the cottagecore vibe of my kitchen. I think the gingerbread theme period is just perfect for my kitchen. Kind of makes it feel like a little gingerbread house in here. The cookie for Santa, I believe, is from Dollar General. over to my coffee station. This is also going to be our hot cocoa station. Since we do use the coffee machine for our hot cocoa, it just makes sense to have the hot cocoa station be here. I got a few things to add the cocoa bar vibe to this area, one being the hot chocolate chalk sign. I found that at Hobby Lobby this year and I think it's so cute. The little Santa cookie jar is from Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx, I can't remember. And also, to officially make it a hot cocoa bar, I'm gonna set out some marshmallows and candy canes, but I just love how this little corner turned out for Christmas. It's so cute and cozy. I love to come in here in the mornings and the evenings, and just having that lamp on is such a vibe. Coming over to my island centerpiece, I really like having a centerpiece on my island because it's kind of like the grounding piece of my kitchen. So I actually found this tree at the Dollar Tree of all places. It was in the $5 section, but I was actually in there getting some party supplies, and I decided to browse for a minute down the $5 aisle because why not? And I'm so glad I did, because this is the perfect size for my kitchen island, and I'm just going to add a string of fairy lights to it so that it looks like a lit Christmas tree at night. And when I decorate this tray, I like to work in threes, so I'm going to add this candlestick with a battery operated candle and then just a little light up house. Then the cloth that I have underneath is actually a placemat, but I just love my kitchen and how it came out. I can't decide which room is my favorite out of the kitchen and the living room, to be honest, because I'm just loving both of those rooms. So I'm getting ready to move into my dining room, and I still had this lamp sitting in there that I had took out of the living room when we put the tree up, and I really couldn't decide where to put it until I had another one of those light bulb moments. The perfect place for it is actually here next to my entryway table. Since I had moved my other lamp that I had on this table to the cabinet in the corner, it's kind of felt a little dark over here, so this lamp was actually perfect to set here. Coming into my dining room, I'm gonna start with this little hutch, taking all of the pumpkins out. All I really plan to do in here is just put the kids' Santa plate and their milk glass in here on display. It's actually a little set that I found at Sam's Club one year. It came in one of those kits where you get the hot cocoa and the cookies. I think I bought it 3 years ago, I think it was, on clearance after Christmas. I also added a dishcloth in here at first as well, but I ended up removing that because it just wasn't doing it for me. I do leave it for a minute, but I ended up taking it out. I thought it might look cute draped out of one of the bowls, but nah. And then on top, I had added this little wooden Christmas tree sign for a little pop of red. I believe that is from the Dollar General last year. And then over on my mantle, I'm gonna be switching out my fall garland with a flocked Christmas garland. I'm also going to switch out my candlesticks to some red ones that I had picked up. This is a new garland. I had not cut the tag off yet in case I needed to return it because I wasn't sure if it was even going to work for the space. I was worried about the length, but it was actually perfect. And y'all, let me just say, I loved the flocked look, but man, it is so messy and it gets everywhere. The poor cashier at Hobby Lobby, when she checked me out, I had gotten 2 of these garlands, and the tiniest bit of movement, that flock goes all over the place. Her register and the counter, it was covered in this white snow. Just from her scanning them and getting them bagged up, I felt so bad when I left. So over here on my buffet, I really wanted to do like a little Christmas village, and I had ordered some little houses from Target. I had actually found a set of 3 for $10, but I had ordered them online and they had not made it yet. So for now, I just have these 2, but in total, there will be 5 houses here once the others come in. But I had the idea to do just a simple little village. All of the houses are going to be white. I'm just going to add some garland, and then on the mirror, I just hung a little wreath. dinner tonight, I'm going to be making the Marry Me chicken soup recipe. We've been having some cooler weather, some cooler nights, so I've been in the mood for something cozy, and I wanted something different besides chicken and noodles and chili, so I decided to make the Marry Me chicken soup. I'll leave this recipe linked below if y'all want to make it, but thankfully I already had the chicken ready. I had talked about that earlier, so all I needed to do is just throw it all together. I started by dicing my celery, onion, and carrots, and we're just going to saute those for a few minutes in some olive oil. I added garlic powder because I didn't have any minced garlic. I usually keep some in my fridge, but I forgot that I had to throw mine out when we had Hurricane Helene. So I just used garlic powder. And then once your veggies are softening up, getting a little translucent, you can add some flour, tomato paste, chicken broth. And this is also when I added my chicken and my pasta, and we're just gonna let that simmer until the veggies were completely softened and the pasta was cooked. And I did also sprinkle in some Italian seasoning. Once that simmered for a few, I then went ahead and added my heavy cream and spinach. And y'all, this was so good. Even the kids had multiple helpings. I was a little worried because of the spinach that they may not touch it, or even the carrot. Any kind of veggies they usually steer away, but they actually had multiple helpings of this. When you serve it, you can add Parmesan cheese to the top, and it's also one of those that thickens as it sits, which is the way that I prefer it. But it just overall had a really good flavor. It was also a nice switch up from the usual. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 3 of my Christmas clean and decorate series, where I am decorating my entire house in 3 parts. So I will have part 1 and 2 linked below if you missed those and you want to catch up. But in those videos we got the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. So in today's video we are going to be wrapping it up in the bedrooms and the kids' bathroom. I'm going to be getting all of our Christmas bedding on our beds. I have a tree that I want to put in my bedroom, and I will also be refreshing the front porch and switching out the fall stuff for my new Christmas stuff. So I'm super excited for today's video. We are getting started in my bedroom first. We're going to be stripping these white sheets off. I'm going to wash those and store them away, and then I've got some new flannel sheets that I found at Target. I'm going to be putting on a little bit later. I was the only one in the house who did not have any Christmas sheets, so I found a super cute inexpensive set at Target recently. They are super cozy and warm, so we will be getting those on here shortly. But first I want to dust my headboard off, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my tree up over in the corner. I really wanted to put a tree in my room this year, but I didn't want anything very big just because my room isn't that big, so I didn't want anything bulky taking up too much space and just making it feel overcrowded. So I think the one that I got is perfect. It's 6 foot and a little on the the slimmer side. It's about the size of a pencil tree, but I'm so glad that I decided to do this because it's so cozy in here at night with just the tree lights on. I did choose to go with the flocked one just because I really like the flocked look, although very messy, and that's one reason I'm waiting to put my sheets on, because I'm doing a flocked tree and I also have a flocked garland that I want to put on my headboard. But I just think it's so pretty, especially with the bright reds.
Feeling alone, kinda misty, waiting now for you to come. It's cold again, but I know we'll be warm, sitting by the fire and dream. Tell me again with a whisper, little things that I wanna hear, and the stars up above are smiling when they see you holding me so near.
I did finally pick up some Christmas balls, so I'm going to add some to my tree here in the bedroom, and then the rest will go on the tree in our living room. I still need to get some more ornaments for both of the trees, but I'm going to have to buy those a little at a time. I don't really have the money right now to drop on just ornaments. They can get pricey when you're buying all of them at once, so I'm just going to buy those and collect them over time. I do have more now than I had last year, because last year we had 0. It was our first year in the house, so I'll just buy a little bit every year to add.
What a gift to be given. How lucky can this old heart be? And I fall into peace and silence on a very special Christmas Eve.
Garland I wanted to add to my headboard before I put the sheets on, just because it's also flocked, like I said, and it's very messy, and it was really sticking to my sweater today. I had it all over me, so I'm just gonna get that situated and in place before I do my bedding. And I'm kind of thinking that I might go back and add some red balls to it and maybe some lights, just so it ties in with my tree a little bit better. My tree has a lot of red going on, so I feel like the garland needs a little something. After looking back on the video, I feel like it needs just a little pop of red in there to tie everything together. But let's go ahead and get these sheets on. I found these at Target online for 20 bucks. I thought that was a really good price, and they are flannel, so they are super warm and cozy. So I will link these below if you guys are interested. I had also just washed my comforter. It was fresh out of the dryer, so I'm gonna get that on. I've noticed that it gets super wrinkly when I wash and dry it, but it does straighten out on its own after it's been back on the bed for a bit. A little tip to pass along that I learned within the last, I would say, year or so, is to turn your flat sheet print side down when you put it on your bed, and then when you pull it back with your comforter, the print will be showing. Used to, when I would make my bed, I wouldn't roll the comforter back. I would just leave it and then put my pillows over, but I feel like turning the comforter back gives my bed a more layered, cozier look.
I've told lies. I can only hope that Santa Claus and my records agree. Then maybe
The throw pillows I'm adding are all from TJ Maxx. They do have removable covers, so I can switch those out later, but for Christmas I love these fluffy white ones. They add a coziness and a warmth to my bed, and they're super duper soft, and I really wanted a pop of red to add to my bed, so I grabbed these red ones. The red ones that I had last year on my bed are actually on my couch this year, so I grabbed these for my bed. They're not as choppy as I like, but I do like the color, and they have a little tiny bit of a shimmer to them. Adding my snowflake pillow, I picked that up last year maybe. I think it's from TJ Maxx. And then later on I decided to also add my candy cane pillows as well. I went back and forth on if I was going to use those this year, but I ended up really liking them, and I think they tie in really well to that gingerbread candy theme that I've got going on.
there's a rumor spreading all over town, but of course it's not true. They say Santa ain't coming around. Trust me, I'm waiting up for you. Coming down my chimney on Christmas Day will be a sight for eyes to see. This year Santa Claus is coming home to me. Yeah, this year Santa.
So we are going to go ahead and move into the kids' bedrooms. I'm going to fix their curtains real quick. They're the clip-on rings, and so one of the kids had pulled the curtain somehow and pulled them out of the clip, so I'm just clipping those back, and then I'll get started on their beds. Also had got some support boards to go under their mattresses that I wanted to get put on. Their new mattresses that they just got are very dense, and they're thicker and very heavy than their old ones, and so the slats on their beds aren't enough support. So what happens is the head of the mattress or even the foot of the mattress would sink down into the boards, and so we're constantly having to pick those up, and it's gotten really annoying. So one of you guys actually was telling me about these bunkie boards, I think is what they're called, but I got them off Amazon. I ordered 2 of them, one for Kane's bed and one for Ray's bed, and that was a total game changer because now we have not had any issues with their mattresses falling through the slats. So if you're having the same problem, highly recommend checking out these bunkie boards. I will have them linked down below. So glad that y'all told me about them. Some of y'all are probably wondering what's up with the wall here by Kane's bed. So before we had painted in here, I noticed that the old paint was peeling up just in that one spot, and there was blue under it. So I'm thinking that the walls in here were probably this deep blue color at one time. So I thought that when I painted it, because it also had a primer, I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore, but that's clearly not the case, and it's only that particular spot. The rest of the walls don't peel like that, so I'm not sure what's up there. So tired after making all these beds in one day. It's a lot of work when you're doing sheets and duvets and the whole nine. Was quickly reminded why I don't do all of my bed washing in one day, because my arms and everything were so sore. This was definitely a workout. So this is the same Christmas bedding from last year. When we had moved into the house, I had a very sweet subscriber send them all some new bedding sets, and they loved them so much. Remember, they had went to stay with their dad the weekend that I moved in, and I had spent the whole weekend getting the house ready to surprise them. I think they may have actually been gone for a week. I think it happened sooner than when we thought. So when they left, they had no idea that I was going to be moving us in. I had the Christmas tree put up. I had their beds all ready to sleep in with their new Christmas bedding. So when they got home, they were home, and I had dinner on the stove. It was such an exciting time. That will forever be what these bedding sets remind me of. Then the other bedding that they have throughout the year is also from another sweet subscriber, and they absolutely fell in love with those. Those are special to us as well. Our duvets, I love these for the holidays. That way I can change out the themes and such for the holidays. It's just a lot easier to store duvet covers than it is a bunch of comforters. Like for Halloween, they had some really cute Halloween bedding, so I just washed that and stored it away with their sheets. Using the same comforter, they now have Christmas bedding, and I'm not totally sure where these sets are from, but I want to say they were in H&M packaging. Like I said, they were gifts, so I'm not totally sure, but it is seriously the cutest bedding. It's Christmassy, but not so Christmassy that they can't use it throughout January as well. It's got little rabbits and raccoons and sweaters and beanies, so it's just really, really cute. And then their sheets are like a red plaid, and I do want to eventually do some little trees in their room as well, like maybe add some little 4-foot trees. I think that would be really cute. So maybe next year I will be able to do that, and Ray will be in her room and everything. Bed, you guys, my oldest son, I was so tired at this point, but I really wanted to get all of their beds done at the same time. His set is a little different. You guys will see up close in a second, but his sheets are flannel and they've got little puppy dogs on them, and then the duvet cover is solid gray. But these were also a gift. I don't really know exactly where they're from, but the sweet lady who gifted them had also made the blanket that I put at the end of his bed, so I thought that was super sweet. Y'all can't tell, he is a big Gundam fan. You can see he's got him on display there above his bed. He's my oldest. He is 13. He'll soon be 14, so his playing with toys phase is almost over, I feel like, which is sad to think about. He's kind of at the age now where instead of playing with the toys, he now displays them. So he's kind of exiting that childhood era of playing with toys and growing into a young man. Lately, his voice has changed so much. Like within the last month, I would say it has changed so much, and it's almost like it happened overnight. Like one day he still had his little boy voice, and then the next he sounded different, and then it's like every day from then he has just continued to get a deeper and deeper voice. So we are a full-blown teenager over here now. It just doesn't seem right at all. Before we head out to the porch, I'm gonna do some decorating in the kids' bathroom. I just need to do a quick clean first, and then I found a super cute gingerbread shower curtain at Belle's recently, so I wanted to hang that up along with a cute little gingerbread hand towel and a soap dispenser. So I thought that would be fun to add to their bathroom for Christmas this year. But after this video goes up, I'm planning to combine them all together into one long video for Sunday. That way you guys can see the whole house being decorated from start to finish in one video. So maybe if you're decorating on Sunday, it would be a good video to pop up on the TV. That was kind of my thinking. I don't typically like to post marathon videos. I like to keep content fresh, but I thought that would be a good idea for Christmas decorating so that you could decorate with me. Also planning to share a Christmas home tour this year, so stay tuned for that. I feel like my house has come a very, very long way from last year when we moved in, so I really want to do a home tour this year. And also some of y'all have been asking about a what I got my kids for Christmas video, and I do plan to share that as well again this year. So just a little glimpse into some of the content that I have coming in December.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. promised Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it's just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You let me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
Stop to the front porch and my Christmas decorating will officially be complete. I'm gonna keep the same rug, but I like to change out the liner that I have underneath. So for the fall, I have this orange plaid. I'm just gonna switch that out for a red one that I found at Hobby Lobby for Christmas. And I have a cute little faux tree that I want to add to the corner. That's also from Hobby Lobby. Nothing crazy, keeping it super simple. I don't really like a lot of clutter on my porch because it is so small, but since putting this out, we had Ray's birthday party over the weekend and I had so many people asking if that tree was real. It does look very realistic, so I love that and I don't have to worry about taking care of it. I do still have plans to add an actual front porch here. I call this one a porch, but really it's just a set of steps. I want something that's big enough to add maybe a conversation set to, just a couple of chairs, a little table, maybe an umbrella or something for shade. So that is still on my radar to do, but that is all for today's video. It feels so good having my house decorated for Christmas. Like I mentioned earlier, my next video will be all 3 parts combined into one long video. So if you've got some decorating to do Sunday, maybe you could pop me up on the TV and we can get it done together. Hope everyone has a safe and happy Thanksgiving. You'll have to let me know if you plan on doing any Black Friday shopping. My mom and my sister, my aunt, my cousin, we're all going to be going together and making a day of it. So I'm super excited about that. It's very rare that I get 100% girl time, so I'm really excited and I'm hoping I can find some good deals. But thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Remember to drop a butterfly in the comments before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one.